Rock and Stone Miners, welcome to this solo elite deep dive run as engineer. So just gonna go through the loadout first. My primary is always, my weapons are pretty much fixed. My primary is the Voltaic SMG with these gear modifications as you can see, and with a clean overclock. In most of the cases I prefer a clean overclock over the unstable ones. The secondary weapon is the shard diffractor, which in my opinion is the best weapon in Deep Rock Galactic. And these are the gear modifications. Again, we have a clean overclock with this efficiency tweaks, right? And I'm just gonna go through these are the pickaxe gear modifications. And the LMG gun platform, I always prefer a single turret because a single turret does more damage than two turrets, and it's also easier to set up. Platform gun, I mostly go for expanded ammo bags, so I have more ammo. And I always go for the shredder grenades. The shredder grenades are amazing, in my opinion, the best grenades in the game. So yep, there we have shredders. And with the armor, these are the modifications. Yeah, I think we are about done and we're ready to go.
Rock and Stone, the pretty sound of teamwork.
I've also taken the Red Rock Blaster bear buff. It increases your health by around 30%, so that's always useful during an elite deep dive. Alright, so the first mission is going to be to collect 4 eggs, and the secondary objective is 150 Morkite. The modifiers are low grav. There's low gravity, thankfully. That's a really good modifier. And regenerative bugs, that's the warning. Regenerative bugs, of course, is not the worst warning that we could have got, but it's not the best either. Thankfully, this is the first stage of the elite deep dive, so it should not be that bad, hopefully. And it's 4 eggs, so should be a pretty short one also. Wow, that's a lot of nitra. That is a lot of nitra. So you'll see me mining a lot of nitra, obviously, because the strategy for any Deep Rock Galactic mission is to collect as much nitra as possible. So that you just never run out of ammo, because in the later stages you have a lot of bugs, on HAZ 5 and HAZ 5.5. So the trick is to always get as much nitra as possible. And I also try finishing the first stage with just one resupply pod, because we only have to collect 4 eggs during this first mission. I think that should be pretty. It should be pretty easy, to finish this first stage with just one resupply pod. Because there'll be only one swarm. 4 eggs means that only one of those eggs will trigger a swarm. All right. So are we? Yeah. You know what? We have around 110 nitra, so we may as well. I think there's an egg over there. We may as well just withdraw the first egg. Alright. Loving season 4 so far, by the way. I love the jet boots, and the new enemies are also pretty impressive. The Stingtail especially is a really impressive and complicated enemy, and so is that I forgot the name of the other spitter, that the cousin of the acid spitter. That's its description. So pretty happy with the way they've introduced new enemies and new complexities in season 4. And oh my god, I am addicted to Jetty Boot, the mini game which is there in the space rig. You know what, hold on just one second, let me just get rid of this guy. And I also see a Brood Nexus. It's always good to get rid of these guys as soon as possible. Actually, I see a lot of bugs there, my god. So with a Brood Nexus, you always aim at these yellow weak points with a weapon which specializes in weak point damage. Whoa. I did not see that spitballer. time to back off a little bit. Whenever the bugs start getting a bit too much, it's always a good idea to back off. Right, that's why I love the shard diffractor. Infinite range, you know, you don't have to worry about enemies further away because it gets them also. I did see a warden, a glyphid warden also over here somewhere, so this is definitely the main cave. So I'm gonna try to clear out the bugs in this area first, so that, you know, we can just then collect the eggs and figure out where we want to fight in a nice relaxed way. Okay, there's the warden summoning some grunts, and there we go. Some enemies coming towards us. Not a lot though. We can manage this.
Stand your ground! Give no quarter!
Oh, more enemies coming up. You should all. Oh my god, there's the sting tail. Yeah, wow, that was a kind of a tricky situation. The worst thing about the sting tail, of course, is that when a sting tail is amidst a swarm of enemies, it'll just pull you towards the swarm of enemies, and you know, you'll lose health pretty fast. So I think that's the most complicated aspect of dealing with the sting tail.
I got the deposit.
Its damage, the sting tail does not really do a lot of damage on its own, but if it's surrounded by enemies, then it'll just pull you towards those enemies. And if there's a slasher there, then the slasher, well, the slasher still remains one of the deadliest enemies in Deep Rock Galactic. So if you ever get attacked by a slasher, it's time to just go guns blazing. You know, it's time to get rid of that slasher as soon as possible, because slashers not only inflict a huge amount of damage, they also slow you down. You know, they're really deadly. I just hate slashers.
Open.
All right. Since we are on this Morkite collecting trip, I think we should just
My grandpa told me they used real mules back in the day.
finish off. Yeah, I'm just gonna tell Bosco. It's all this stuff is in the ceiling.
Bosco?
Just gonna tell
What
Bosco
is
to mine
that?
it. Oh wait. No, Bosco, don't look there. Just
Help me
mine
with
that.
the
Yep.
minerals here.
Right. Let's just collect all this. Let's get the Morkite out of the way first, and then we'll deal with the eggs, because the eggs trigger. They spawn enemies. Right, and I think after
Bosco, mine it.
mining that, no, I think we will still be slightly short of Morkite. Alright, no issues. There's still quite a lot of exploring to do.
I'm having the best time in my life right now.
Alright, around 14 more Morkite.
Platforms placed.
Wow, that's okay. So the Morkite's definitely done. Slightly worrying aspect about this cave is that there's not really I've not really found that good a space to fight a swarm at. Let's see. I think this cave. Yeah, I think if we set up sentries over here,
Platform up.
there's a pretty open space. I'm just gonna trigger this swarmer tunnel so that we don't accidentally trigger it later during a swarm.
Ready to be built. Armed and ready.
And sentries are amazing at dealing with swarmers. I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna do like. Wait. I'm just gonna shoot like just the bare minimum at the swarmers, because most of the swarmers are just destroyed by the sentries. You know, they're just killed by the sentries.
Smooth.
Alright, some more enemies spawning. I think it's time to start. I'm going to
Help
get
me
Bosco to
mine
mine this also, and I think it's time to start withdrawing some eggs.
Where is that damn tin can?
Right, here come the enemies. Oh, there we go. Stingtail.
These bugs don't stand a chance. Die, frontal fly!
God. I am still a bit of a noob when it comes to dealing with the Stingtail. You know, I haven't really developed a proper strategy on how to deal with the Stingtail and how to avoid. I know that you can avoid its attacks by moving sideways, but I'm not really sure if that works all the time. So yeah, still a bit of a noob when it comes to dealing with Stingtails. Alright, here we go. Second egg.
Time to earn your paycheck, team.
Yep, here we go.
Doozy of a swarm underway.
Where is
May
it?
as well call for a resup over here.
Resupply ordered.
Roger that. Supplies are coming.
Reloading.
Always kill loot bugs. I always murder loot bugs because of my addiction for nitra. Must have more nitra. So kill all the loot bugs.
Pesticide coming up.
Somebody actually asked me that, hey, no, I'm not judging you, but why do you have to kill every single loot bug out there? It's because the nitra addiction, my friend. The nitra addiction makes me do really evil things. So far so good. Okay, but I think that's no, I thought that was an oppressor, but I think that's just a Praetorian. Yep.
Reloading.
Yeah, I think it's time to take some more ammo.
Getting more ammo.
As you can see, the shredders are so awesome because they help you in tight situations. Like, for example, you're vulnerable when you're collecting ammo, right? So the shredders will slow down enemies and damage them at the same time, you know. So there's something damaging enemies even. Oh, dude, what the hell? I tried avoiding this guy.
The rest of them snap.
So yeah, shredders are always damaging enemies even when you are in a vulnerable spot and when you're trying to collect some ammo. That's why, yet another reason why shredders are one of my favorite grenades. Not one of them, the shredders are just hands down my favorite grenades. Just gonna explore over here just a little bit to see if we can find some more nitra. Nope, there's nothing here. Alright, let's just go back. Okay, so we have 66 nitra right now. We have 80 nitra right now.
At least we don't have to haul all these minerals around ourselves.
I would have ideally liked to go to stage 2 with 160 nitra. But I don't really see a lot of stuff around. So maybe there's some, yeah, there's some nitra on the floor. We'll collect that, of course. But let's withdraw this egg first. Alright, so the hard part is done. The rest of the eggs are not going to... They're going to spawn enemies, but they're not going to spawn a swarm. So this stage is, yeah, pretty much done, you know.
Just take your sweet time, old lady.
I've got all day. There we go, that's an oppressor. The oppressor is honestly not that big a threat when you're facing it alone. Except when sometimes his butt just clips into the wall, so that gets tricky. But right now, as you can see, it was just so simple. Just, you know, when it starts attacking, when it does its ground pound attack, just attack its butt. Alright, I think we should just collect the nitra over here and then we'll go for the last egg. Alright, 124 nitra. That's not that bad. That's not that bad. What do we do now? Yeah, let's just withdraw the last egg and get the hell out of here.
Come here.
I hope the next two stages are not too nasty. Usually when the first stage is this easy, Deep Rock has a really bad habit of giving you hell.
Hit the button on the mule and we'll send in the drop
I
pod.
really need to get better at dealing with the stingray. That is something which I am going to focus on
Covering fire!
a bit more now. Right, so oh wait, there's another oppressor there. Now let's get rid of the enemies. And as you can see, I'm firing the shard diffractor point blank at the oppressor. I'm not even aiming for its butt because the shard diffractor has armor breaking mod equipped on it, you know, so it can damage the oppressor even when you're not shooting at its butt.
Reloading!
But I always prefer attacking the oppressor with the SMG because the SMG oh dude, come on, another. Alright. Yeah, you know what? Just gonna take some more ammo, otherwise it's gonna go to waste. Alright. It's time to move on.
Deep dive drop pod inbound.
The extraction should be pretty simple, I think, because there are only two major rooms, so I think this one's gonna the pod is gonna come at spawn, or maybe not. Wow, so we actually got pretty lucky over here because the drop pod is landing at a pretty convenient location.
Drop pod has arrived. The mule has been called back.
Sentry gun needs assembling!
Drop pod departing in T-minus 5 minutes.
Ah, what the hell, we may as well just take this ammo. I'm just gonna wait for Molly to get into the mule and attack some bugs. And then just take this ammo so that we go to stage 2 with full ammo, you know. Alright, let's go.
Shredders deployed! On to
The
lead.
mule is secured.
Pretty easy stage
Launch
1.
sequence.
Pretty easy stage 1.
Deep
Rock and
Rock
stone.
thanks you for your good work. Drop pod will leave with or without you.
I'm kind of dreading facing stage 2 now because
Deeper.
I have a feeling it's gonna be tough. Right. Stage 2 is shield disruption. Okay, that's not good. With a mining mission and repairing 2 mini mules. I really like the repairing 2 mini mules objective because each time you repair a mini mule, it gives you around 40 to 50 nitra. Of course, the tough bit over here is going to be shield disruption. But shield disruption is also not as bad as 5 because on Has 5 your shield anyway breaks after 1 or 2 hits from enemies, you know. So you're only missing out on the advantage of enduring 1 or 2 hits more.
Let's go!
Second stage of the deep dive begins. You still have a long way to go, but finish your objectives. We'll send you deeper into the heart of Hogsties.
Alright, I think we're just gonna, move forward. I do see some nitra there. I forgot by the way that this stage does not have low gravity. You have to be a bit careful about that because it's easy to get used to low grav and just start jumping around carelessly. And we'll have to be especially careful of that because we have no shields right now, so no shields to break the fall, you know. I already hear some bugs in the next cave. Right.
Don't let him flank you!
Always try firing the grunts at their teeth. You know, their teeth, their mouth is their weak point. So whenever you aim at a grunt, always try to aim at their mouth, at their head. Well, their mouth is as big as their head, so doesn't, you know, mouth, head, potato, potato.
Molly is on the way!
Oh god. These electric thingies. Man, I do not like dealing with this. Fortunately though, it's not too complicated right now, so we avoided it, thank God.
What's this?
I think I should deposit the nitra which we've collected so far. Okay, some enemies spawning, and I think that's a lot of enemies. Whenever has 5 spawns enemies, when there's no spawn, when there's no swarm, you can be rest assured that it's a lot of enemies, you know. I can hear the bugs, but I have no clue where the hell they're coming. Yep, there they are. I think they got slowed down because those electric stones or rocks or whatever you call them. Alright, time to move ahead. This place would be really good for a swarm, but I think we still have some time until a swarm spawns. Okay, yep, there's a lot of bacteria there. I also hear a Praetorian.
Rock and roll.
What the hell? Let's just move on ahead. I want to get to like the first main cave. There we go. More of these electric rocks. God damn it.
I need the mule right here, right now.
Yeah, that's definitely a Praetorian. I don't know where it's coming from though.
Getting closer to our quota.
It's towards our back. Alright. Alright, these electric rocks are above us. Alright, this is definitely the first main room. So I always okay, wait a minute. Yep, I think we're gonna fight the swarm here. What I was saying was that I always mark the entrance to the first major cave with a waypoint, so that you know where you came from. You know, it's so easy to get lost in mining missions, you know, because the main one of the main hazards in mining missions or complexities in mining missions is the terrain. Alright, let's just focus on the swarm because we have no shields and this is has fight. So this swarm definitely needs my complete attention.
Reloading.
Probably gonna go for a resup after this swarm. Let's see if we can go through this without calling for a resup. Right. Oh, stingtail. Just avoided its attack, but I don't know how the hell I avoided it. This rock came in between. Alright, we took a little bit of damage mainly from the stingtail, but we're still good. Gonna launch some shredders right now. A nice open area like this is always perfect for a swarm, and I don't wanna go further deep into the main cave right now because that is unexplored terrain. So we have no idea what that terrain is like. Oh man, there's another stingtail. God, I hate stingtails. We got kind of lucky over there because we could have easily been launched into the abyss by that stingtail. I have noticed though that when you get attacked by a stingtail, you're still able to move around a little bit even after it has grabbed you. So, I mean, yeah, I mean if it grabs you, it's pretty bad, but you can still at least try maneuvering to like a safer location, you know, as much as you can. Alright, we definitely need a resupply pod now. So the reason why I'm waiting to call a resupply pod is because I want to call a resup pod next to the next cave's entrance.
Flares charging.
Yeah, god damn it. I always keep running out of flares, man. Alright, I see the first mule also there. And the reason why I like calling resupply pods next to the cave entrance
If I had a credit for every time I deposited,
is
I would
because
be a rich boy.
it's really easy to get to those resupply pods if you go ahead further. You know, it's really easy to come back to it. You always know that you have a resupply pod
Let's get the minerals.
at the cave entrance. Except, okay, wait, you know what? This is a really massive cave, and we have we have to repair both the mini mules here, so I'm just gonna call a resup over here.
Supply pod launched. Better stand back.
Pretty massive cave, pretty massive cave. And I'm gonna deploy a sentry over here for the time being. We'll probably change its location later on.
Grabbing ammo. I needed that.
Right, here come some enemies. There is a menace somewhere. And here come some more enemies. Where is the menace? Yep, there we go.
Menace eliminated. Hello and goodbye.
The menace is a really tough enemy to deal with during escort missions because the menace's attack, it damages the dozer a lot. You know,
God damn it, there's a pebble in my boot.
it really reduces Donator's health at an alarming rate. So whenever you see a menace during escort missions, always prioritize killing the menace first. By the way, when repairing mini mules, I've noticed that if you don't scan for the legs, and if you're able to find the legs without scanning the mini mule for the legs, I've always noticed that a relatively lesser number of bugs tend to spawn. And finding these legs is also, I mean, it's obviously easier to find them after scanning the mule. There's no doubt about that. But it's doable, you know, without scanning the mules. If you want to find the legs, it's doable because as you can see, this area, the area around the legs will be slightly lit up. Okay, there's my friend Stingtail. Dude, what the hell? Like, how the hell do you... I began... Maybe if we shoot at its tail when it's trying to attack us? I'm not really sure. I'm wondering if shooting at its tail when it's about to attack, when it's about to grab you, whether that will stop it from grabbing you, you know? Okay, wow, a lot of enemies. There we go. Whenever there's a lot of enemies, just unleash the diffractor.
Praetorian down.
Alright, so far so good.
Reloading.
Let's just explore this area a little bit. Oh yeah, there we go. We found the location of the next cave entrance. Whenever you find the location of the next cave entrance, mark that with a waypoint, because that's where you have to definitely head next. So always helps to know where you have to head next, you know. Alright, so that is one big thing taken care of. Now we know where we have to head next. So let's just repair this. Oh, a lot of loot bugs. Time for loot bug massacre. Let's just repair these mule, the last mule, I'm sorry, and then move on. I think we should get swarmed once more before moving on to the next cave though. Alright, well, as you can see, so this area, the area around the leg, the mule leg will always be lit up, you know, so that is one thing which you can use to find the legs without scanning for them, without scanning the mules. As you can see, there's some light over there, so I'm pretty sure there's a leg over there. We're gonna try going over there. Gonna relocate the sentry here. Man, massive cave. Jesus. And some more enemies are coming up. It's time to do some shuttles. Whoa, 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 whoa. That is a Trijaw. Man, Trijaws are so sneaky, you know. They make a very like low sound when they're about to. They do make a sound. It's not like they're completely silent, but
Where is that damn you?
it's really low. And especially when you're fighting other enemies, you can like barely hear them. So Trijaws are also pretty tough to deal with. And that's our friend Slasher. Get rid of the Slasher first. Alright. Menace. So as you can see, it's not like enemies won't spawn if you get the mini mule legs without scanning for them. It's just that I've always noticed that a lesser number of enemies tend to spawn if you get the legs without scanning for them. Alright, so the mules are pretty much done. Now we just have to figure out the rest of the Morkite.
Well done.
And we'll be done with it. 332 Nitra, that's really good to see. That is a really healthy Nitra deposit. But we want more Nitra, as much Nitra as possible.
It will get you killed.
Kill them loot bugs. Kill them loot bugs. Alright, so yes, I think we're pretty much done with the exploration. I would ideally like to face another swarm here, you know, so that this is a pretty open area, so I would like to face the second. Whoa, that's a lot of enemies. So I would like to face the second swarm also here, but alright, you know, let's see.
Go forth, my minions. Yeah.
And as you can see, the waypoint, we just have to head to the waypoint now because that's where the next cave entrance is. Waypoints are one of the most useful and I mean, ironically enough, one of the least known mechanics in the game. You know, a lot of players don't actually know that you can set a waypoint by just pressing and holding control and then pressing E where you want to place a waypoint. You know. Not good. The Morkite is a pretty tricky place, but okay, alright, I think we can get this. I'm surprised that we've not got a second swarm till now.
Move your tin ass over.
I really want to get swarmed right now because then I could just head back to the earlier section and fight the swarm there, because this area, as you can see, wow.
Get busy, miners.
Alright, well, alright, you know, this is also an open area, so I think, yep, I think we're gonna fight the swarm here. In fact, we have a bit of an advantage because if some bugs come through here, they will also be damaged by the electricity. So we have a bit of an advantage here. Alright, second swarm. Let's just call Molly here so that she doesn't come in the way. Here we go. We have to be careful of a stingtail because the stingtail should not pull us towards those electric arcs.
Reloading.
Where are them enemies? Where I think they're coming through those electric arcs. That's why they're slowed down or something. Oh, they're here. Bro, this guy was just. I hate it when in deep rock, you know, enemies just clip through the floor or the wall. You know, that's just like so unfair. I mean, I can't clip through the wall or the enemy or the floors, you know. Oh, there we go. Stingtail, please be nice. Please be nice and die quietly. Alright, going to deploy some shutters. So far so good. Yep, the swarm's getting one up.
What is left? Then have a breather.
After this, we're just gonna head back to the previous resupply pod because it's quite nearby, and we're gonna take another ammo pack from there. I think we should just start doing that right now, you know.
Think you could kill me? Well, think again.
All right, so far it has been a pretty easy elite deep dive. So, key emphasis on so far, of course. You never really know when Deep Rock will decide to go crazy on her ass. So yeah.
Shredder swarm deployed. Never felt better.
All right, good enough.
Platform up.
So 97 Morkite, we need like around 150 more Morkite. So still quite far away from completing the Morkite aspect of the mission. But alright, alright, that is definitely a stingtail. Yep, that's definitely a stingtail. The new bug voice lines are also so scary, man. The stingtail sounds really scary, at least to me. There we go. There's our buddy. Hello, buddy. I'm gonna try firing at its stick. Nope, that did not work.
Stingtail down.
One of these days, I'm gonna properly figure out how to deal with the stingtail, and I'll tell you guys about it. Alright, this is definitely the second major cave, so gonna mark this now, and
Eat lead.
oh, I think I see the next cave entrance also. Oh, I think there's some more bugs spawning. That's not a good sign.
Sentry arm.
Yep, gonna deploy some shadows because it seems like a lot of bugs are heading our way. Whenever you are in a tight spot, never be afraid to use a lot of ammo
Oh yeah.
to get rid of like the huge swarm. You know, especially when you're loaded on nitra. Just unleash those weapons. Whenever you are in a tight spot in DRG, always unleash those weapons. You know, never be afraid to go like crazy with the weapons. That's why mining nitra is also so important, you know, because if you're gonna go apeshit crazy with the weapons, then you may as well have a lot of nitra, so that you have a lot of ammo. Oh, spitballer. With the spitballer, you also shoot at the yellow weak point. I see a lot of players shooting the spitballer at its mouth. But the mouth is not really the weak point of the spitballer. It's that yellow spot it has in the middle. That is the weak point. So you should always shoot it over there. What the hell? Come on, let me just jump up. All right. Wow. No Morkite, zero Morkite in this cave. So yeah. Okay, a little bit of nitra at least. Okay. Kind of disappointed about the fact that there is some Morkite here, but like, I mean, this is barely going to be anything. So
Use this for anything.
you know what, I did see a loot bug there, but I'm kind of keen on finishing this mission fast now, so let's just head forward.
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll
This
be with you
is
shortly.
not a good place for a swarm, so we're gonna head back, and we're gonna fight the swarm here. I always prefer an even ground, you know, like an open flat area is what you need for fighting a swarm.
Squash him.
Alright, better get rid of this oppressor fast, because the oppressor does get pretty annoying when you have to deal with it and some other enemies. So yep, alright. It's a menace. Shouldn't be that big a problem. Always get rid of these web spitters. The web spitters blind you, and anything that blinds you in DRG can be a very dangerous enemy. Alrighty then.
Out of my way!
We're almost out of our primary, but we still have ammo on the shard diffractor, and we still have like quite a bit of shredders, which is why I've not called a resup. I think we may just be able to survive this swarm without calling for a resup, so that I can call for a resup either at the cave entrance or in the next section. I'm probably going to call it at the cave entrance.
Reloading!
So many swarmers. Please tell me the swarm is getting over, please.
You're a stain on the floor!
Alright, well, so far so good.
Loot bug down!
Where was the... Yeah, I think it's above us, so... The cave entrance, I think, is probably above us, so yeah, there it is. Is there something... I see some nitra there, but... Just want to do a quick search. Is there something over here? Nope, not really. Yeah, there's nothing really here. Okay, fine, you know what? Kind of disappointing that there's nothing in this cave, but okay.
This is fun!
Yes, I'm gonna tell Bosco to mine. Sorry, to dig the entrance to the next cave while we get ourselves some more
Supplies are on
ammo.
the way.
Molly, over here! Sentry gun needs assembly!
I'm building a sentry over here just in case some more bugs spawn, because if bugs spawn right now, we'll be in a pretty tight spot. So
Depositing.
I want the sentry to at least be there, you know.
Ready to kill some more crates.
Should we double dip? You know what? I think we can double dip. Yep.
I'm taking some of the ammo.
Then we'll be at full ammo, and I mean we anyway have a lot of nitra, and we still have 2 ammo packs from this resup. So yeah. Oh wait, those are bugs spawning.
That wall. Kill or be killed.
Okay, you know what? We'll just take care of those bugs later on. That's definitely a lot of bugs spawning, but they seem to be slowed down by the shredders so far. So we're just gonna move on ahead. The terrain has been decent so far, I'll have to say. That is something I'm really thankful for, because during mining missions the terrain can get really bad, and especially mining missions in hollow in the hollow bow. I don't know how if it's hollow bow or hollow buff. Some people say hollow buff, but anyway, that region is just the worst when it comes to terrain and mining missions. Alright, here come those enemies. As you can see, this enemy had already been damaged quite a bit by the shredders, so we just like one shot it, you know. This is not good. This is not good.
Platform.
Extraction in such situations when you have to jump, when there's like a huge vertical jump, is not easy for the engineer.
Platform up.
So yes, so we're gonna have to do something about that, but not right now. Right now I think this should be the last cave, you know.
One sentry gun ready to be built. Rock and roll.
Spitballer, I'm just gonna get rid of this. As you can see, I'm firing at the yellow spot. Yep, and we finished it off without but we finished it off before it could launch its attack. Just a little bit of Morkite there. Not really. Whoa, wait a minute.
Bam.
And our friend Stingtail. Yes, Stingtail, thank you very much.
Reloading.
Alright, gonna tell Bosco to mine this while we move on up ahead and see what this area is all about.
Deposit time.
Alright, I think we should be done with the Morkite after this cave. This is definitely the last cave, so yeah. Just need around 24 more Morkite. I hear some bugs spawning, and this is not a good place to be in when bugs spawn, so... Shit.
Shred 'em.
I'm in a slightly tight spot right now. It's never nice when you have to... wait. Oh, hell, man.
Swarmers team, lots of them.
Alright, Swarmer Swarms. Swarmer Swarm is very easy to deal with. It's. I'm so glad we have a Swarmer Swarm because I'll just show you how easy it is to deal with Swarmers. You just deploy your sentries somewhere.
Eyes up, the Swarmers are on you.
Sentry armed. You want some more?
All necessary Morkite collected, objective completed.
Yeah, so we're just gonna wait out for this swarm to get over before, and then after that I'm gonna extract only after I've built a pathway up to that point, because that's our way back. Because building that pathway during extraction can get pretty complicated, you know, because during extraction you keep getting attacked and, you know, swapping between the platform guns and fighting the enemies attacking you at the same time. It gets really complicated. So it's always good whenever you are in wait a minute. Yeah, so as I was saying, whenever you are in a cave where you have to go upwards and it's very steep, right? You should always, as engineer, build the path to the exit before you extract. Alright, so I mean that was it, you know, like we barely took any damage, and yeah, right now, you know what, I'm just gonna...
Platform's placed. I made a platform. One platform, ready to use. Platform.
Alright, and that's it, we are done. I'm gonna call for the mule now and extract. Pretty easy stage 2 also, nothing really that complicated so far, of course. Again, emphasis on so far.
Excellent. Drop pod inbound. Deep dive stage.
Alright, it's time to haul ass. Red sugar. I like the fact that in shield disruption missions you always, I mean almost always have a lot of red sugar around, you know. Alright, some ammo, that's good.
Ammo taken.
Drop pod has arrived. Retrieving the mule.
Alright, where is the drop pod, man?
Drop pod departing and
Yeah, I think we're heading in the right direction.
Isn't waiting fireman.
This music is called March of the Brave, by the way. Love this music. It's my favorite Deep Rock Galactic theme. Are we heading the right way? Yes, we are.
We better hurry.
Please no stingtails right now, please. I've had enough of stingtails. I think the engineer, when it comes to extraction, is the weakest class. In other words, extraction, in my opinion at least, is the toughest with engineer. I would rather extract as any other class. I of course love engineer. Engineer is my main class, but extraction is just so tough with engineer.
Sentry gun needs assembly. Sentry off. Go, go, go! Let's stop them dead.
We're just gonna dig a little bit of this rubble out so that we can get to the drop pod easily after Molly gets in. That is either a tri-jaw or... oh wait, yep, that's a... oh, that's both. That's a tri-jaw and a mech spawn.
Reloading.
Alright.
Getting supplies.
Pretty much done. Yep. No, Stingtail, you can't get me in here. Bye-bye.
Rock and stone.
Alright, that was stage 2. Here comes the last and the toughest stage of the Elite Deep Dive. Has 5.5. Which is... wow, like... alright, that's pretty easy. And because there are... first off, there's no warning. And it's 6 alien eggs, 150 Morcat. Alright, doable, definitely doable. I mean, wow, like pretty easy Elite Deep Dive. The last week's Elite Deep Dive was also quite easy in my opinion. So, in my humble opinion, of course, I think the Elite Deep Dives could be just slightly tougher. You know, maybe we could have had some sort of warning at least in this last stage. But okay, you know what? Maybe I'm speaking too soon. Maybe, who knows? Maybe we'll get downed in this stage, or maybe we'll just die or something in this stage. In other words, let's complete this stage before complaining about how easy this Elite Deep Dive has been.
Go fetch.
Alright, that's definitely a lot of bugs. Right, so because we have like 336 nitra, we have like enough nitra for 4 resupply pods right now. You know what? I'm just gonna ignore nitra now. Yep, we are definitely not gonna need more nitra. Alright, I think we're gonna head this way. Yep. Let's see what we have. Oh, I think I hear jet boots, dude. That's awesome. Oh my god, I love jet boots. Jet boots will also be extremely useful against the Stingtail, because jet boots are one of the best things you can use to break your fall.
Platforms, place.
I don't like the fact that this way is going up and this is heading down a narrow pathway. This could get slightly tricky, but alright.
Bloody hell, you're hot to kill.
Alright, gonna... Wait. What do we have here? Yeah, I'm gonna just deploy a sentry here so that in case we have to fight, we're gonna run back to this area and deal with the bugs here. On has 5.5, I mean, as the hazard itself suggests, the number of bugs can get really... it can just get overwhelming, you know, so... It's always good to be constantly on your guard. You just never know when you're gonna get spawned... when you're gonna get swarmed by a massive number of bugs. Whoa, and there we go, the massive number of... God, I hate the Stingtail, man. With that, there goes half our health. Did we see... oh, yep, there's some red sugar around, thankfully.
Feel much better now.
So that was again a slightly tricky spot to be in, because mainly because the sting tail and the fact that it was pulling us towards all those slashers and grunt guards and stuff, you know.
Die! Reloading!
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go for the first egg. What the hell?
One platform, ready to use. Where is that
We
damn?
got contact, minus. Swarm headed your way.
What's
Think I dropped your bloody keys in there.
Alright, ideally I would have liked to face this swarm somewhere else, but okay. I mean, at least this is an open area. If it's not flat, even if it's not flat, at least this is an open
It's a
area,
big
you know,
one,
so
team.
we'll take what we get.
So lie down forever!
Oppressor is down, that's good. Man, has 5.5 does not joke around, fellas. It does not joke around.
Reloading! Gotta wait for the recharge.
Should we call for a resup here? Yeah, you know, why not? We have enough for 4 resupply pods, so may as well.
Supply pod launched. Better stand back.
Man, how many Mectera are there?
Resupply pod is here. Everybody collect ammunition.
Oh god, that spitter almost got us. But alright, it's cool. We managed. Alright, so this
Wind's
is
almost over.
the first swarm out of the way. That's good, because now we know that we have to face only one more swarm. We have to survive just one more swarm, and then, I mean, after that at least we won't be facing any more swarms. Lot of oppressors in this mission. Alright, well, it's alone, so it should be pretty simple to do it.
Flipping oppressor down! Getting more ammo! Red sugar!
Where's Molly? Oh yeah, it's right in front of me, asking myself where's Molly. Stupid. Alright, just gonna go back and withdraw this egg now.
Where is that damn mule?
Alright.
After this, longest shower.
This is a
ever.
pretty bad area to fight bugs at, so that's why we're heading back to our sentry right now. To the open area. And there's another sting tail coming towards us. And there we go. Man, when the hell am I gonna figure out how to properly avoid this guy's attack? You know what, if you guys have any suggestions on how to deal with the sting tail or how to avoid its attack, I would love to hear it. Just like share it with me in the comments, because I would love an effective strategy on how to avoid the sting tail's attacks, you know. Because I know the sting tail hasn't downed us so far, but I know that it can definitely get us in a very tricky situation, and frankly it has got us in a tricky situation earlier. So yeah,
Move your tin ass over.
if you guys have any
Hurry.
suggestions, just feel free to share it with me in the comments, you know, or even if there's any criticism or something, if you feel like I could be doing something better, feel free to share it in the comments. Okay, there we go, tiger. That's a lot of enemies. But we have the refractor, which is amazing at crowd control. So that was dealt with pretty nicely. Alright, 3 eggs done. Yeah, we still have to head to the main hall. Sorry, the main cave. Why am I saying the main hall? This is the main cave. I do not like the main cave. Can we get rid of this? Yep, we can. If we can get rid of these electric thingies, nothing like it. Because then at least we have a good area to fight at. You know what? I actually like the area where we were fighting at originally. So I'm gonna keep my sentry here. I'm gonna keep my sentry deployed here.
Sentry gun needs assembling. Sentry off.
Because I kind of like this area, and
I got it.
we'll see. You know what? First, let's just destroy those electric arcs and see if that area is good enough for a fight there.
Come and get me, you disgusting bug.
Oh wait, we still have to get the jet boots. Where are the? Yeah, I think.
Platform. Flares. Recharging.
Jetty boot. Time to play a game of jetty boot. Maybe not, because that's definitely enemies spawning, and from the sound of it, it sounds like that's a lot of enemies. So bit of a tight spot here, but okay. It is what it is. We'll deal with it. I'm kind of lost right now, so I don't really know where I'm going. Maybe we should take some ammo. Yeah, we should definitely take some ammo. You know what? We'll take some ammo after we get the jet boots. I freaking love the jet boots. Where are the jet boots again? Oh, they're in the opposite direction. My bad. Right, hopefully we'll get this time. I love this mini game, man. This mini game is so addictive. All right, here we go.
I did it! Jet boots for everyone.
All right, come at me now, Stingtail. Stingtail ain't got nothing on me now.
I'm out.
Yeah, it's time to definitely get some ammo. I think I have a feeling that the developers included jet boots because of the fact that oh, that's not a good sound. That is a glyphid bulk detonator. So it's about time this elite deep dive got spicy, you know. Nothing spices things up like a detonator. Yep, there we go.
I need support. Shredders deployed.
Gonna try to get rid of this guy as soon as possible. Alright. I'm just backing away now so that I'm nowhere near it when it explodes. Alright. It just blew our swarm fighting area to bits, so that creates a bit of a tactical complication, but that's exactly the reason why we were clearing out these electric shards over here so that we find a place, we find a decent enough. This honestly is not really that open a space. It's slightly closed and the enemies can come from any direction. So I'm not too happy about fighting a swarm over here.
Ready to be built.
But frankly, I do not see any other option. I don't see any better
See
option.
if you can get me up here, stupid bugs.
Any better option for fighting a swarm elsewhere. So this will have to make do. I also don't know where the hell the Morkite is, man. Where's the rest of the Morkite?
Swarm incoming. Get through it fast. We're on a tight schedule.
All right, may as well fight a swarm now. Oh, Molly is right there. All right, let's do this. This is the last swarm of the elite deep dive. After this, there's going to be no more swarms.
Swarm.
So far, so good. Man, the diffractor is so good. Like, this is why I just don't change my loadouts a lot, because oh, that is a spitter somewhere, and it's a spitter and whoa, just a second. Lot of enemies attacking us at the same time. Where is the goddamn spitter, dude?
Reloading.
Volume is petering out. Wipe out the rest and get on with it.
That was a slightly tough swarm, I'll have to say. This level 3 isn't proving to be as easy as I thought it would be, but it's alright. I mean, it's nothing that tough also. It's nothing which we can't deal with.
Reloading.
Alright, are we done with the swarm? I would like to get some more ammo now. You know what? I'm just gonna call for another resup over here.
I ordered a resupply.
Hang in there. Supplies are on the way.
Is there an egg here? Yeah. Alright, so now I'm just gonna focus. Now that we've dealt with the last swarm, I'm just gonna focus on finishing this mission as soon as
Resupply is
possible.
here.
I wanna get the hell out of here now. The reason why I'm not using my power attack to to break the terrain right now is because I kind of like saving my power attack for when I really need it. The power attack is just so useful against either a single enemy or even a swarm of enemies, because it does a lot of damage and it also has an area of effect damage.
Come here.
Where are the bugs?
Get this home safely, will you, Molly?
Okay, kind of strange that that egg did not spawn any bugs, but okay, I mean, I'll take it. Maybe I spoke too soon. There come the bugs.
Die, fly. Access provided.
Oh dude, the jet boots are also going to be so awesome during extraction. They're going to be perfect during extraction. Having jet boots is like having like a milder version of Scout's grappling hook, which is something I love, because that basically means you can be Scout without actually choosing Scout, you know. Right now it's like being Scout and Engineer at the same time. I freaking love the jet boots, man. They're so good.
All eggs collected. Objective completed. You're doing well.
Alright, I see some Morkite. Yeah, there. I think that should finish the Morkite aspect of the mission. 6 more Morkite.
I made a platform.
Oh yeah, we've got jetty boots. I keep forgetting about the fact that we've got jetty boots. And we are done. It's time to extract.
We've got all the Morkite needed. Excellent mining team.
Spider swarm deploy.
Good work. All objectives have been achieved.
Getting
Call the
some
drop pod when you're ready to move on.
Alright, so we're just gonna follow Molly for this one because the extraction should be simple because we have jet boots now. So, yep, just gonna follow Molly for this one.
Drop pod arrived. Mule is returning to LZ.
Alright, Molly, take me home.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 5 minutes.
Jet boots! Yes.
move it.
Bugs. Oh, sting tail. Seriously, guys, any help with the sting tail would be much appreciated.
Feel my wrath.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 4 minutes.
Alright, that is the elite deep dive for you guys.
Rock and stone forever.
We're done.
Initiating launch
Without
sequence.
any, without getting downed even once. So that's good.
Commencing. Good
Yep, I'll stick to like my earlier verdict of this being a really easy deep dive, elite deep dive, especially because the fact that there were no warnings in the last stage. So let's see how many bugs we get.
You.
Alright, 920 bugs killed and never downed. That is it for today, guys. Until next time.